那麼首先我們想要邀請長官及貴賓到中間合影留念。Firstly, I would like to invite all of our distinguished guests to come forward for group photos. Please come to the center for the group photos. And we can make a U shape to accommodate all of our distinguished guests.
Yeah. Those camera behind.
那我们也比个赞好不好 ？Thumbs up, Taiwanese style. Yeah. Thank you. Please be seated. 那麼感謝各位貴賓今日蒞臨立法院及蒞臨本次的會議。I would like to extend a warm welcome to all distinguished guests and thank you for attending today's meeting. 那麼事不宜遲，我們今天想要先邀請韓院長來為我們致辭。Now I would like to invite President Han to deliver his welcome remarks. Please.
謝謝，不再介紹了，今天不介紹啊，時間的關係啊。謝謝德菲茲主席哈，各位遠道而來荷蘭所有的國會議員啊，我們以及立法委員的同仁啊，我們各位新聞界好朋友，我們非常非常歡迎荷蘭遠道從阿姆斯特丹來的所有的荷蘭的國會議員蒞臨台灣，我們熱情的歡迎。
First of all, I would like to extend my warm welcome to our honorable MPs traveling from afar from Amsterdam, and dear colleagues of the Legislative Yuan, my dear friends from the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon.
美麗的歐洲荷蘭跟美麗的亞洲台灣，其實在廣大台灣的內心之中，始終認為台灣跟荷蘭像雙胞胎兄弟一樣 ，twin brother， 一個在歐洲，一個在台灣，因為我們背景太多都相似了。
Netherlands in Europe and Taiwan in Asia are just like twin brothers because we share so many similar backgrounds.
像 twin brothers.
I did. I said that. I said twin brothers.
因為荷蘭在台灣曾經有一段時間在台灣發展，不管是貿易也好，或者歷史上寫的各種形容都有啊，在台灣有一段時間。當然，歷史的發展後來荷蘭人離開了，可是台灣人心目之中始終認為荷蘭離我們很近啊，除了曾經在台灣待過一段時間之外，那土地面積啊、人口啊，還有奮鬥搏鬥的精神都非常類似，所以我們台灣人時常說荷蘭人叫上帝造海，荷蘭人造陸，跟我們台灣的拼搏的精神可以說是一模一樣。
The Dutch has come to Taiwan and stayed for a while and have close relations with Taiwan in terms of trade, history, culture, and etc. The Dutch left, however, we still feel very close with the Dutch people. And in terms of the size of the land, population, and the spirit of diligence, and we share very similar backgrounds. That's why I say we are like twin brothers. And we also say that the Lord created the ocean while the Dutch create the land. So we share the similar spirits of hard working.
其實我们看到雞蛋的時候，我們時常想到台灣的情況。雞蛋從外面看是個食物，但是從雞蛋的內部看，它是個生命。那從地理地圖上來看，台灣非常的小，外面上看起來非常脆弱，但從台灣的內部來看，生命非常的旺盛。從歐洲的地圖來看，荷蘭非常的小，但從荷蘭的內部來看，荷蘭整個充滿了生命的旺盛力。
Taking egg, for example, it looks like a food for some people, but actually from inside, it has a life within the egg shell. And it's the same, like Taiwan is, looks like a very small and fragile, however, it is full of vitality. It is the same for the Netherlands. From the European map, it looks like very small, however, it is full of vitality.
所以說，我們對台灣可能荷蘭國會議員可能有的是第一次來，有的多次來。那台灣的立法院有113個立法委員，也是像那個雞蛋從內部看，不能從外部看。我們立法院充滿了活潑生氣，113個立法委員分不同的政黨。那目前我們女性立委大概有58位，佔41%左右。那113個立法委員呢，只有單一國會。 所以我們的立法委員人數不多，但是每一個人都非常重要。
And I know that many of you have visited Taiwan, but some of you paid the first visit to Taiwan. And as you know, that Taiwan's legislature has 113 seats adopting unicameral system. And it's just like the metaphor that I used of an egg. We cannot look from outside. We need to look from inside. The 113 seats of the legislators come from different political parties. And among whom 58 of them are ladies, accounting for 41% of the total seats. So each and every one of them play a very important role in the legislative yuan.
今年5月18號，立法院審議法案，那個打架衝突的畫面傳遍全歐洲的報紙。但今天我們3黨立法院全部在這邊，每一個人看起來都客客氣氣，看起來都笑眯眯。 我們立法委員都有一個默契，內部意見可以衝突，可以發生任何攻防，但對外一定要保持非常好的禮貌，而且接待外賓，完完全代表中華民國，展現我們國會一體的這樣的一個形象。所以特別跟歐洲、荷蘭國會議員報告，我們立法院會有自我治療的功能，我們一定會越走越好的。
Probably the physical conflicts occurred in the Legislative Yuan on May 18, broadcasted around the world. However, as you can see, that we have representatives of different political parties sitting here to welcome all of you. All of them come from 3 different political parties. And in the legislative yuan, we have a tacit agreement. That is, when we close the door, we might have different opinions and have different expressions of our opinions. However, when we receive our foreign dignitaries, we need to behave ourselves, have good manners, and representing our OC. So I just want our Dutch MP and our good friends from the Netherlands know that the Legislative Yuan has a self-discipline and self-healing spirits.
我知道今天荷蘭國會也是來不同政黨，我不知道你們關起門來有沒有吵架很兇啊？不過我可以保證，我身為院長保證我們吵得非常兇內部，我不知道你們吵得怎麼樣。
I know that all of you come from different political parties. I'm not sure how fierce you fight or quarrel with each other after the door is closed. But I can assure you, as the president of the Legislative Yuan, our members of the legislature, they fight really a lot and quarrel a lot.
但是我们的出發點都是必須要來自愛， 不能來自恨。如果國會議員之間的出發點是來自於恨的話，那對國家人民絕對不是福。如果我們都出於愛的話，愛這個土地，愛這個國家，那對國家人民都是福。我相信荷蘭國會議員也應該做如是觀。
However, we share the same goal, and our motive is the same. That is out of love, not out of hatred. We love our land, our country, our people, and want to seek the maximum welfare for our people and our country. And I hope that you are the same, and we are all blessed by that.
欢迎我们主席请发言。
Thank you. To put it on. Thank you, Your Excellency, President of the Legislative Yuan, Mr. Han Kuo-yu. I hope I pronounce it right. Probably not, because you're laughing. Thank you very much for your kind words and warm welcome here. We're present here with a large delegation of the House of Representatives, the Committee on Foreign Trade and Development, but we also have the first Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Mr. Tom van der Lee, and the second Deputy Chairman of the House of Representatives, Roelien Kamminga, present. So we're a broad delegation across the different political parties in the Netherlands, in the House of Representatives. You only have 3 parties, I think, in your parliament. We have 15. Wow. Yes, we have 15. So we win. And for the members of the House of Representatives of the Netherlands, Taiwan increasingly is a topic that is being discussed and debated in our parliament. And then I have to go to the
韩院長，非常感謝您刚刚的熱烈歡迎跟溢美之詞哦。在這一個代表團，除了代表了外貿發展委員會以外，另外坐在我右手邊的是我們的第2副議長，另外還有我們的外委會的這個副主席，所以可以看得出來，這是一個很大的、相當大的一個訪問團。剛剛您提到說，立法院有3黨的委員，那在荷蘭國會我們有15黨，15個不同的政黨，所以就這個政黨的這個數字來講，我們荷蘭國會贏了。
As already said, there's discussion and debate in Parliament on Taiwan very often. And just last month, our House passed a resolution affirming that UN Resolution 2758 doesn't rule on Taiwan's access to functional international organizations. And if I'm not mistaken, our Parliament was the first in Europe to pass such a motion. And another recent important event was, of course, the incoming visit in September 2024 of a delegation from the Legislative Yuan visiting our House of Representatives. Here as well, from within our delegation, several colleagues who were present to welcome the delegation.
最近在这个众議院裡面呢，我們眾議員常常提到台灣的議題，我們對於台灣相關的議題進行討論跟辯論。像上個月我們才通過這個決議案，認為這個聯大2748號的2758的決議案呢，並為規範說台灣參與國際組織跟其他的國際參與。我相信荷蘭國會是第一個歐洲國家通過類似的決議文或動議。那另外在今年的9月，立法院的委員也到我們荷蘭的眾議院來訪問，在座的這些訪團成員有多位也參與了歡迎之意。
And 2024 has been a year of elections, and Taiwanese voters were among the first in the world to go to the polls this year to elect their new government and representatives, of which a few are here, of course. And back home in the Netherlands, we watched the vote with great interest.
今年其實是全世界的這個選舉年了，那我們也知道台灣在今年年初呢就進行的這個總統跟國會的這個選舉。我們雖然遠在荷蘭，但是也非常密切的關注這個選舉還有開票的過程。
And Taiwan now has an opposition-led legislative yuan, and one in which no single party holds a majority. And the Netherlands, like no other, understands the value of, but also the challenges in having a democracy built upon consensus. because our government consists of 4 political parties.
我知道现在立法院是由反对党来領導國會，而且是3黨不過半。那就像我們所了解的一樣，這個就是民主所帶來的這個挑戰跟價值，那就是以共識為基礎來形成的這個民主體制，是我們都非常珍惜的。
And in this regard, I would be curious to hear how you, President Han, view the future of cross-party cooperation within the Legislative Yuan, and what you hope to achieve in your role as President.
所以就這一點呢，因為既然3黨不過半，所以我就想聽聽韓院長，您身為院長的話，如何來促進跨黨派的這個合作？
And finally, like many developed countries around the world, the Netherlands and Taiwan face common challenges in the fields of healthcare, aging society, energy security, and the environment. And for us especially, these are priorities that we must address in order to future-proof our societies and ensure that our citizens are granted basic standards of living, including wages. And in this regard, I look forward to hearing your views on these topics, including any best practices we may learn from Taiwan when it comes to legislation and legal frameworks.
所以就像许多的已開發國家我們荷蘭跟台灣也面臨共同的挑戰，像是健康照護、人口老化、能源安全、環境等等議題，所以我們都把這些議題視為非常優先需要處理的議題，來確保未來下一代的子孫能夠擁有同樣的生活品質，還有這些共同的福利，甚至包括維持同樣的現在的這種薪資水準。所以等一下也很想聽聽韓院長在這些議題方面的高見，還有台灣在這方面的良好作為，讓我們荷蘭來作為借鑑跟學習。
And once again, on behalf of all my colleagues, please allow me to thank you for the warm welcome you and your colleagues have extended to us on this trip. And throughout this week, my colleagues and I have the distinct pleasure of traveling across Taiwan and meeting with people from all walks of life. I must say that what a privilege it was to interact with the Taiwanese people and experience this island firsthand and see it for ourselves through our own eyes. Our visit has left a great impression on us, which we will bring back with us to the Netherlands. Thank you.
所以再次感謝台灣對我們的熱情歡迎，此行讓我們有機會到全台各地與各界的人士互動，親手見證台灣各方面的進步，讓我們印象深刻，也讓我們相信未來還會再度到台灣來訪問。謝謝。
如果主席同意的話，我想就穿梭一個這樣輪流講，歡迎副院長主持會議，請向副院長跟大家先打個招呼。
If you permit, then I think we will take turns to take the floor. And since the Vice President needs to preside over the Yuan sitting, so he will speak first and he will excuse himself for the meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, President Han, and welcome the very important delegation from Netherlands, especially, from the House of Representatives, with 10 members together to come to Taiwan and to assemble our L1. I think this is the first time. And both Taiwan and Netherlands are very, physically or geographically distant. But indeed, in our daily life, it seems very close. And this year is 2024, and 400 years ago, 1624, I think they marks the very beginning of.